Hello, today I'd like to talk about this TCL 43-inch 43S435 TV. I got this TV off of Amazon and goes right to the channel select. So I'm just going to bring up the menu here. So I've had this TV for a few weeks and I'd like to tell you about the good and the bad and the ugly of this TV. I've programmed in the channels. I have the AV select and I have my ports. I haven't really named the HDMI ports. I haven't bothered with that at this point, but actually I'm not even using any of the HDMI ports. I pretty much use the over-the-air TV. I use the AV, which I'll get into that in a few minutes, and the adapter that you have to get to be able to get your AV RCA cables to work with this. You have a Wii remote there, so as you can see I have it set up with a Wii. It has tons of add-ons that you can get, and it comes preloaded with like Apple TV and the ones that you would expect there. And it has YouTube. YouTube's the mostly used app or channel that you can get on this. Also it has the Roku channel, and the Roku channel does, I just want to kind of go into that a little bit. It has streaming live channels that you can find on Roku, so lots of video on demand and movies. So if you go here, live TV channel guide, just with the Roku TV, it's not a huge amount of channels, but there is quite a lot of channels that are available. There's a red-green channel. So there's a red-green channel. This is all streaming content that's free with the Roku setup, which is kind of nice to have some of these channels. And I'm in Canada, so a lot of people will find, oh well, there's all these services, but what can you get for free in Canada? And this, for the most part, has a lot of content, free content like Loop TV. Loop TV is actually on satellite too, but it has music videos. You get CBC News, BN Sports. Anyway, ton of channels. You get Impact Wrestling. I like that one. So there's it's kind of nice that it has this channel guide in the Roku channel. So the live TV tuner, I'll just go through some of my channels real quickly and make sure the audio's off here. And so that's kind of what it looks like. These are my local over-the-air channels. I've just recently done a rescan, and I'll have a video on how to do a scan on a TV like this, so you can get all your local over-the-air channels. When you first get this TV, the setup will be, you'll have to create a Roku account. So you actually have to register it with your phone or your computer. You have to create an account and it'll ask for a code to actually activate your TV. So that's kind of what I think kind of stinks about this. One thing, I'm actually using my old TV's remote, but here's the remote that it comes with. I wrote down the model number so I'd remember it. So on the remote, basically it has your standard Roku remote. It has your volume up, down, it has your power on, it has your back button, your home button, and your D-pad, your OK button, your back and your settings, and your forward, rewind, and fast forward. This actually works well. I'll go into my the Roku media player, which usually comes with this. Now you can, if you have like a storage drive, you can kind of, I got all my home videos on this. I don't want to play my home videos on this, but you can go through this, and I also have an M3U playlist. So if you create an M3U playlist, you can have channels that are that you can go to that are M3U playlists. So it will play M3U playlists. This is a really old video. So I'm playing like my old home videos from, and now if you really want to fast forward this, you hit this button here, and you'll really skip the video if it's like an MP4 file. Just going to try to get into when I was, there's where I was alive, there we go. So there's me, a home video, just a home video of me when I was young. Anyway, and my brother. So it also has the buttons on this. It has Netflix, Disney, and global. Yuck. Google Play. I think they're just stickers. You can like rip them off, and you can actually program these buttons to like defaultly go to whatever. One thing I found with this remote, it's cheap. It has a cheap feel to it. I have the old Roku remote from my TV that just broke because the keyboard went on it, and it's a throwaway society. It was an Insignia TV. This remote actually felt like it was built better, like just felt like it had more weight to it, more grip to it, has like a little bit of a skin feel to it. This thing here just feels like cheap plastic. Feels like it's gonna break. Where this thing feels more durable. Same remote, it's just the feel of it feels like it's a better build from the Insignia. But the cool thing is the Insignia one, there you go, if you can see I'm hitting the mute button there. The Insignia one works the same. So I have had several Insignia TVs, and the remotes actually work, because you're going to lose the remote at some point. This is Dyke's TV. Something's loose and I can hear it shaking around. This Dyke's TV remote actually will work with this TV, so you're going to lose your remote. So that's one thing. Another thing is you're going to lose your remote eventually. So if you, I should stand over here for this part. So if you want to turn your TV off, you're like, where's the remote to turn the TV off? And you're looking for that. So you hit the bottom right here where my finger is, and you got to hit it like twice to turn off the TV or to change your port. So like you hit it twice and this menu will come up and it gives you the option to either switch the mode or just turn off your TV, leave it at that, 3, 2, 1, and the TV goes off. That's how you turn off TVs these days. It's not like a button on the thing or for channel select. No channel select either. So if you lose the remote, you're screwed. That's what sucks about these newer TVs. But if you want to turn it on, obviously same thing. Push that button again. Wait a few seconds for it to come back on. Should come back on and on TV. Now that I showed you the remote that comes with this, I'm actually using my old Insignia remote because I just like the feel of it better. But it works. There's the over-the-air TV stuff. Alright, so this TV retailed for about $379.99, $380. It's actually not in stock right now with the supply chain shortage. That might be when you're watching this video. At the recording of this video, it wasn't in stock at Amazon, but I believe Best Buy had it. I found really annoying, like on the website, is it had no information about the over-the-air tuner. So it didn't even, I think it mentioned it had an over-the-air tuner, but it didn't tell you if it was Next Generation ATSC 3. None of the new TVs have that. So that was one thing I wish they would have included, what type of tuner it had. So buying this, I didn't know whether or not it had like an ATSC 3 tuner. It doesn't, so it looks like if I want to get this thing upgraded to ATSC 3, I will have to buy a set-top box that receives ATSC 3 or an HD Homerun that will work with this. And these TVs do work with an HD Homerun, by the way. How you can use it with an HD Homerun, you would go back out of here into the media player, and there's the HD Homerun media settings. And I just got my favorite channels. So I can watch PBS Kids, which is on 4 here. You'll just pull that up, and it's just pulling it off of the HD Homerun. And you wait, because it's streaming off the HD Homerun. There we go. So there's PBS Kids playing, streaming off the HD Homerun. And then I got my favorite channels, my main channels that I go to off the HD Homerun. I have all the channels here too as well. So the thing in my area is all these channels that are over the air, they don't always come in. They come in the spring and fall and sometime during the summertime, but not all the time. So when it comes to tuner sensitivity, I do find that this TV is not the greatest for tuner sensitivity. So I spun the TV around just to show you what the back's going to look like. You can have your power connector, will go in there. It's very light actually. And you got your video things are right there. I'm just going to move the camera here. So it has some buttons here. There's a reset button. There's a USB, got a little USB drive in there. There's a network LAN connection. So I actually run this thing off of, I don't have the Wi-Fi connected up. I just have, the router is right over here, so I just plug that in. You got 3 HDMI ports. One is a ABC HDMI port, whatever that means. You have your over-the-air antenna. It says cable ANT. It doesn't say ATSC, and then you have your audio output, which is the optical audio output. I never use that. I'm more likely to use this. And this is called the AV-in adapter. It did not come with the AV-in adapter. I had to buy one. It looks like this. This to this. Instead of having this connection, the RCA connection that you would expect to have on the back of the TV, it has this little thing. Now, I actually had a few of these things, but this one is a special one. I guess the pins are cut specially for this. I was able to find one on the internet, on Amazon, and you just plug it in. It's like a headphone jack adapter, and just simply force it in there. Goes in there, and then you can have your AV, your audio video source. It only gives you one, but, and just move the camera here. I got one of these things. I got it from the Mission thrift store. You've probably seen these at a thrift store before. They're video select things. So I got the Wii. I got the Wii and the DVD player connected to it. So I just, you know, push the buttons here for, you know, to select the DVD or the Wii device. So it's an extra thing that I have to connect to the TV to be able to receive the audio video stuff. Make sure you connect the antenna to the antenna port right here. Here's a little thing you might want to do if you have a satellite receiver or TV receiver. So I got mine, it says satellite TV here, but if you want to go and rename, say it's an HDMI 1, you can name it, go and rename it to your cable box, your cable TV if you got direct cable line, or your cable box, Blu-ray player, DVD player, whatever device you want to connect up to it. I think, oh, there's even a Wii. There you go. Wii, Roku, streaming box, camera, camcorder. You got a computer, tablet, smartphone, media player, or custom name. If you want to write in a custom name for whatever your device is, right at the bottom, and you can enter that in as well. So in that case, AV, I'm gonna, I can name it DVD player, or I can name it Wii, because both are kind of connected up to it. I'll go, oh, even the name has an Atari in there, that's kind of cool, and a Pong. So there, I'll put the Wii, kind of looks like an Atari, the logo they have there. There we go. Yeah, right back out of there, just go to the main settings. So there, it says Wii, satellite TV, and live TV.